Eric Peterson with DealeRisk. Today's monthly business tip, we're going to talk about the 3 areas to lot security. Now, any dealership that has had an issue on a lot, whether it was a theft of a unit, whether it was a weather event, whether it was an accident that happened on your lot, you know that there's a big disruption to your business. Unfortunately, it's hard to calculate what that actually means. You know, from lost downtime to repairing costs of whatever was damaged to getting your inventory back up. There are a lot of costs built into that, and because it's tough to actually calculate what that costs your dealership, a lot of dealerships don't focus on these 3 areas. But they're pretty simple, and we wanted to make it as clean as easy for you as possible. The first area that you need to focus on is truly the physical lot. What is the condition of the housekeeping of the lot? Are you keeping it clean? Are you keeping it as manicured with vegetation as possible? What do you have for your fence? What do you have for your gate, the security system? All those type of things come into the physical lot section. Most dealerships do pretty well here. The second part is all about anti-theft. You know, what are you doing truly to prevent a theft from happening? Now, this could be installing units on each of your, or anti-theft units on each of your units. Could be looking just at the catalytic converter. Unfortunately, that's a hot button theft item, as you guys know right now. Or it could be removing the LP tanks or spare tires or TVs out of the units. Whatever that is, how are you minimizing the theft exposure on your lot? The very last section of this is simply putting your risk management policies in place. Now, what we mean by this is getting them in writing so that you can train the next new person in your team. Everybody has exactly the same procedure of what to follow. And really, there's 6 different procedures here that we want to talk about. The first one is how you're controlling your keys, the key control policy, who has access, where can you find that, how do you lock it overnight, all of that. Second part is a service drop policy. What do you do with your customers' units when they're dropped off for service? Most dealerships obviously have a process here, but it's a lot of times not in writing. So get it in writing, then it helps everybody follow the same protocol. The test drive policy. It's remarkable how many dealerships we talk to that don't have a policy on what information to get from a potential customer before they take their unit out for a test drive. And how do you handle that? So test drive policy. Remote inventory security policy. Obviously not every dealership has a remote inventory where they're sitting at a separate lot. But if you do, certainly you want to make sure that you're taking some controls and precautions, especially if it is remote and you're not there every time or every day. Severe weather policy. A lot of dealerships throw up their hands and say there's nothing we can do with the weather event that comes through, and to some degree there's an element of truth to that. But if you take your management team, your leadership team, and you think about what could be done for severe weather, can you park the units in a certain way on the building or next to the building or by the fence, or insulate some of your higher value units from the outside, wherever the wind direction is coming from. There are things that you can do to minimize the impact of a severe weather event. So think about that and get it in writing so that everyone knows if you have advanced warning, this is exactly what we're going to be doing. The last section would be your driver management policies. This would be everything from doing a driver test before they drive for you, that your employees actually can do it, the pulling trailers, backing up trailers, whatever that might be. Making sure you have a driving record guideline put in place so that your employees know that you're going to be pulling their driving records, and they need to stay within those parameters on their personal time and the business time. And then lastly, how are you helping them with driver training? So those are the 6 areas of risk management policies that you should have in place. Combined with the anti-theft, combined with the physical lot security, you're going to have a much safer, much more secure lot, and you're going to have less interruptions, disruptions in the business. And trust me, you're going to end up having a more profitable business, and you're going to be able to save on your insurance premiums because you're not going to be having any claims that you're filing. So if you're struggling with any of these, reach out to a DealeRisk team member. We have a great Thrive security and safety package that we can get together, work with you one-on-one to help you in any of these areas. If you need help instituting some of the written policies or want a second set of eyes on the physical lot, it's exactly what this does. So take a look at that. And if you have anything else, please reach out to DealeRisk today. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.